Welcome back to my pod. My name is Dr. Arzoo Chhabra and I have a PhD in organic chemistry and I am a organic chemistry tutor and also a mindset coach. So today's topic on this pod is so connected to what I deal with on an everyday basis, or I've become so good at on an everyday basis, and I just really want to share with other kids with brown parents, right? If you are in a brown family, then this would be very applicable to you. So what we're talking about today is actually very relevant to an entire brown population, wherever you're located in the world. Okay, so being raised and brought up in a brown family, you probably already feel this, that we are raised in a strict manner, right? A lot of the things that normal people get to have, get to be, we are not just allowed to do that from a very young age. So our parents are very protective of us. So we kind of are raised in a cocoon. We don't get a lot of the freedom. We don't get a lot of the other perks that other people in the Western countries or more Western-minded parents would allow their kids and have the kind of freedom that we are looking for. And again, just bringing back the point home here that this video is actually only for kids above 18. This is not nowhere relevant to anything younger than 18. I don't take responsibility of any of that. But, and even if you're older than 18, you might watch this video, try some process out, try something out, might still not work in your favor. Because what we're going to talk about today might take conversations, might take a practice, might take some time for you to be able to get the result that you're actually looking for. So the exact topic for today's discussion or this pod is convincing your brown parents. Okay, so if you have ever felt like you wanted to do something in your life and you haven't been able to because your brown parents wouldn't give you the permission to do it, right? And also I've heard this from like my other friends from other cultures too, that their parents did not allow them to get an internship. Their parents didn't allow them to move out of state, so they couldn't pursue what they would have actually pursued or what they would have actually done, right? So here's the thing. Now, if you are in the situation when you want to do something, but it feels like you're not going to get the permission, or you just have asked for permission and you have been rejected, this is an invitation for you to pause and ask and check within yourself, like within the deeper layers of your own self, whether you actually want that for yourself for real, or if you are actually convinced about what you want. 90% of the time, we don't have a solid plan. We don't know what we actually want, why we want it, and why what we want is enabling for us, why what we want is going to take us to places that we really want to go to. We don't know any of that yet. We go ask for permission and we don't get the answer that we are really looking for, because first of all, we're not convinced here that that is something that I want, right? So for example, I am raised, and of course, in a brown family, and in my younger years, I used to ask my parents if I can go to the gym, and they would say no. I was not given the permission to go to the gym. And fast forward now, they ask me when I am going to the gym. So that radical change in what I hear, of course, I'm now much older. Of course, that's one thing, that they trusted me more, right? That has changed the way they perceive me. That's of course one of the reasons. But additionally, the way I talk to them, the way I pursue what I want, right? I wasn't allowed to travel solo. But when I make my plan, inform them of my plan, tell them where, how, when, how many days, when I'm coming back, who I'm going with, and talk to them when I'm traveling solo, talk to them whilst I'm there. They didn't say no. It was not a no. And of course, I'm older. And you guys, if you're a college student, you're probably 10 years younger than I am, maybe 5 years younger than I am, and it might take some time, some practice. And the first practice that I really want you to inculcate is to reframe your being reaction of a rejection to something to really think about within your own self, if you are actually convinced about that or not. And use that rejection as a driving force to get more clarity on why you actually want something, right? If you really want to travel solo, why do you want to travel solo? What are some of the experiences that you are actually looking for in life that you will gather by traveling solo, right? And do your own research of what are the pros and cons of traveling solo. What are some of the cons actually that you should yourself be aware of as an adult when you travel solo? How would you protect yourself with some of the mishappenings that are possible when you travel solo? What is your contingency plan, right? And the moment you become more sure of your own plans, I promise you the results will change. Maybe not right away, but in some time for sure. Okay? And then, of course, do your research. And then 2 is then create a plan. Create a plan of what you actually want to do. Create a plan of how you're going to accomplish it. And the number 3 is then communicate that plan. This is what I really want. This is how it's going to help me out. This is the experience I'm looking for in life in general, or in a career, or in an internship. This is the experience that I want, and this is how I want to do it. Communicate that. Let that be the starting point. You might have to do that many times. You might have to communicate that many times, or you might have to change a little bit of your planning to incorporate their agreement to what they think is the best for you for the moment, for your first time, if this is your first time, and then you might be able to do it yourself. But this is a good starting point. This is a really good start. So just changing the reaction to really actually doing your own research. Like, what is actually the problem with me traveling alone? What could I get in trouble for? Right? Like, just doing that research for yourself, let that be your starting point. So I make videos for college students for anything that they're struggling with. And if you feel like that there's something that you want me to go over, if there's something that you're actually struggling with in life and you would like me to give you a mindset perspective on that topic to actually make you feel really good, or to actually help you keep going, comment down in the comment below. And if you're interested in joining our mindset sessions, which happens every Tuesday 10 a.m. EST, the registration link is on the link down below, and the registration link is down below in the description. And until then, keep learning, keep growing. Bye now.